Dean of the University of Houston Law Center, Richard Alderman, is here to answer your legal questions this morning.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Richard.
A little bit of everything, including a discussion of a 40-year-old law that still gets people confused.
Really?
We're going to start with something else. We're going to start with a cease and desist order. Somebody writes, someone told me about a cease and desist order for debt collectors. How does this work? Well, most of you probably know cease and desist just means stop. And there is a way to get debt collectors to stop contacting you. If you send the debt collector a letter, this has got to be done in writing, and you say stop all further communication, they're only allowed to contact you one more time, and that's to tell you what they might do. This will get them to stop contacting you if they can still sue. In other words, if it's been less than 4 years, they can do that, but if this is one of those old debts and you send this letter, that will be the end of it. Well, this was an interesting one. I usually get this around New Year's, not this time of year. Somebody writes, can I be liable if someone leaves my backyard barbecue drunk and has an accident? Well, first of all, let me emphasize, this decision of what you should do shouldn't be based on the law. Don't let somebody leave your party drunk. But as far as the law is concerned, we do impose liability on businesses and restaurants and bars if they allow somebody to leave drunk, but we don't on individual homeowners, so you would not be liable, but take the keys. Well, here's that 40-year-old law I was talking about. My wallet was stolen. I immediately reported the theft to the credit card companies. The thief still charged almost $3,000. What is my liability? Some of the credit card companies are saying, well, this is between you and the store, and you ought to deal with it. This law has been around a long time, and it's very clear. Here's what it says. If your credit card is lost or stolen, your maximum liability on that card is $50. If you report it, and the money is charged after that, you have no liability. In this case, you immediately called. The charges were after that. You have no liability. Make it clear to the credit card company that you know the law. It's also, this is why it's so important to just keep a copy of those phone numbers. So if this happens, you can quick dial those 800 numbers. That's the end of it. You won't have liability. And just to confuse people a little bit, these rules don't apply to debit cards.
Right.
You better act quickly with the debit card because your liability quickly goes up to $500, and it actually can be unlimited if you do nothing.
Really?
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah. All right,
thanks.
You can reach Richard through our homepage, abc13.com, or his, it's thepeopleslawyer.net. Thank you, Richard.